you started your career as a creator more on the back end side of things, right? Like you
Yeah.
were documenting, you were creating, but you weren't doing it in like a personal brand sense, right?
Yeah, not for me. It
Not
was
for
it
you.
was always for somebody else. Because I started with well, I guess it kinda started with me. I got one of the first GoPros in
Mm,
high school. I was, like, 14. It was, like, I think it was the GoPro Hero 3. Didn't have a screen on it, didn't even know what you were recording. You could just push record and point it at stuff, basically. And then that's where I learned how to use iMovie, and it was just the simplest edits. It was just, like, clips cut together with music underneath it. It was so simple. But I thought it was so fun to, like, document stuff and be able to go do something cool with my friends and be like, "Okay, let's make a skateboarding video or something," and then we would just do dumb stuff on camera, put it to music, and be like, "Oh, sick," and I'd upload it to YouTube. I had, like, 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, and I would get no views or anything, but it was just so fun to, like, document those things and create, like or, like, capture these memories, basically, and then, I did that kinda off and on just on the side, like, never made money with it or anything, and then all through high school, kept doing that, and I did a what was it's called, like, photo and video production or something like that in high school, and, like, you learned how to use Final Cut Pro, so, like, a professional editing software, the way to do, like, narrative films, so, like, short films and learn how to shoot talking heads, like, interviews and stuff, and it was always just for fun, like, just for passion, and my parents wanted me to go to law school and, like, go that whole route just because it seemed like a good way to make money and, like, a good
mm.
path for a career, but I was never interested in that really, but I didn't know what else I wanted to do, so I was like, "Okay, let's just stick to that," and then just kept doing this photo stuff on the side, video, on the side, and then in 2018, when Bree and I moved to Hawaii, we're like, "What if we, start, like, a vlog?" And we just 'cause we had 9 months in Hawaii, and we wanted to maximize it, and so we're like, "What if we use a vlog every week to get us out of the house to go do stuff?" It's like an incentive to make sure we're actually exploring and, like, utilizing our time here, and so we posted a vlog every week. They're so bad. Like, trying to talk on camera was so awkward. Like, we almost debated quitting because the first couple episodes, like, we just couldn't seem natural talking on camera because it is an unnatural thing to do, talking to a camera as if it's a person. It's just, like, it's very unnatural. So, we kept doing that, kinda forced our way through it, and then through that, like, just posting every week, like, all my friends and family in Wyoming would see it and be like, "Hey, when you get back to Wyoming, like, do you wanna shoot a little promotion for my business? Like, I'm getting married next summer. Can you come and, like, film my wedding or something?" 'Cause I wasn't that good at it at the time, but, like, not many other people in Wyoming especially
Mm.
could shoot video and edit video and stuff, and so, when we got back to Wyoming, started doing some more kind of freelance work, still studying, uh, political science with the intention to go to law school and stuff, and, I could see that you actually could make money with photo and video editing and production and stuff, and so after I graduated from, college, I'd finished my undergrad, and I was like, "Yeah, screw law school, I'll just try and pursue this thing." Even though I might make less money or there's less opportunity with it, it's like, it's not as, proven of a path as law school, um and so I just started doing, like, freelance stuff, like, a lot of cold emailing, cold calling to, like, realtors, asking friends if they had, like, a business or if their parents had a business or something to see if they needed some kind of promotional video, so did the whole, like, freelance business side of things for a while, and it was fun, and I learned a ton, like, I did every single kind of project you could think of, like, real estate, weddings, like, construction company promo videos and, like, pet sitting business promo videos, like, everything you can think of, but it wasn't like the passion of it for me was the, like, actual shooting and editing and that kinda stuff, I loved that, but the actual, like, content of it, I was like, this isn't that exciting," and then this is a long story, but, after doing that for a couple years, I had a friend who was running, it's called the Grand Slam of ultra running, and it's 400-mile races in the same year, and I was like, "Dude, let's film this," like, we had no way to like, fund it basically other than ourselves, so I was like, "Okay, I'll fly out, I'll pay for myself to fly out to all these races, film these 400-mile races, and we'll put together, like, a documentary, essentially," and, did that, and then during one of those races in Leadville, I met the BPN team. At the time, I was a huge fan of BPN, and their whole team was out there, and I introduced myself, and I was like, "Hey, I'm out here filming a friend, just doing, like, this passion project, shooting this documentary." And I kind of stayed in touch with them for a couple months, and then they hit me up and like, "Hey, we're hiring for a videographer. You want to come out to Texas, come work with us?" I was like, "Shoot, why not? Let's do it." So did that for like 8 months. Worked for BPN. Did like Nick Bear's content, all of his YouTube, his Instagram. Learned a lot about how to build up a personal brand, like what it takes to be a content creator, essentially. And after about 8 months of that, I was like, okay, I think I've gathered enough information here that I can just do this on my own. And I've always had more of the entrepreneurial side, and I've never done that well as like an employee because I just, for whatever reason, the way my brain works, I've always wanted to be on my own and just have that
Mhm.
freedom that comes with entrepreneurship. And so left there, and basically right after I left, I just started going really hard on personal content, using all these skills that I developed over the last couple of years from freelance and all these different editing projects and photo and video projects, and putting that towards my own brand now. So spent like, I guess from when I was 14 till 22, 23 something. So almost 10 years of building up all these skills on the side to then just applying it to my own situation, which was cool. So yeah, very long story there, but that's how we got here now.